Hi everyone, it's Amanda Mombourquette, your warden here in Richmond County. I wanted to touch base given the recent announcement that the lockdown has been extended until at least the end of May. Richmond County Council is going to be following that best practice. That means our municipal offices will remain closed to the public, and also we're going to continue to hold our council meetings virtually. But don't worry, you can still participate. The Zoom link to those meetings will be shared online on our Facebook page, also on our website, and there will be a phone-in option as well. I also wanted to share at this time that I've been hearing from residents who are feeling really worried right now. The recent decision by Public Health to shelve the remaining AstraZeneca vaccines has caused some great concern in the community, and rightfully so. Many of us have already received our first dose. I wanted to emphasize, I guess, at this time, the rarity of the symptoms that can sometimes develop in those first 2 weeks following your first dose of AstraZeneca. Anywhere from between 1 in 100,000 and 1 in 250,000 people may develop unusual blood clots as a result of the vaccine. And of those, though, most will recover. There are no cases as of May 12th in Nova Scotia of blood clots being caused by the AstraZeneca vaccine. So I know those statistics don't really eliminate the concern, but I hope for you, like they do for me, they do help temper it a bit. I think one thing we need to all remember is that even our highest ranking scientists, our most, including our medical scientists and, our most learned professionals, they are going to evolve their thinking over time as they learn more and more and more about this virus. We should expect them to continue to do really good research and to continue to learn. And in fact, we should be demanding that of them. So it's not unusual for directions and instructions to change over time like this, although very frustrating when you're trying as an individual to keep up with it all. I wanted to let you know that I share your worry, and sometimes I even feel angry about things, but I do really encourage people to keep those things in mind. I hope they help you process all the information. I find it does help me to kind of manage it all. If you received your first dose of AstraZeneca, I also wanted to mention you would have received a fact sheet that came with that. And that fact sheet will list the various symptoms that you should look out for. So watch for those symptoms. And what I would say to you is, please, if you feel that you're in danger from any of those symptoms as a result of the vaccine in particular, do not hesitate to call 911. Don't worry about ambulance fees. The Nova Scotia government has waived ambulance fees for any COVID-related emergencies. So to cap it off, I wanted to just tell you that I share your concern, and I really do share your worry because I received my first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine as well. So I'll be waiting and watching my health and looking for new information as it comes forward as well. And I'll continue to share that on my social media. With the lockdown extended, I wanted to mention, and you've heard me say this before, but I have to keep saying it because I think it's so important. Leadership is more important now than it ever has been. We're a year plus into this and people are getting tired. I get it. Whether you're taking leadership in your work as an elected official, in your community, or at home, we need to, make good choices, at a personal level that keeps us safe and those around us to be safe as well. I would encourage you to continue to follow public health orders. Take care of your physical and mental health, whether that means getting outside now that the weather is getting nicer, or phoning a friend, or spreading some kindness or some good cheer. Whatever you can do so safely and within public health guidelines, please do so to keep your physical and mental strength up. The lockdown, I wanted to also mention, is going to be really hard on our businesses. Again, they're looking for ways to survive and to keep customers safe through all of this. And, we're seeing again the rise of takeout and deliveries and online ordering and enhanced cleaning protocols. And I wanted to take a minute to thank them for their leadership and their dedication on this because it has been a really difficult year for them. Wanted to also mention that part of taking some leadership through this pandemic means also being compassionate. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, COVID is going to spread. And you may know someone in your community or know of someone who has received a positive result from a COVID test. And if that's the case, I would just encourage you to keep in mind that it may be through no fault of their own. And, sometimes circumstances are, unavoidable. So the best thing we can do when we hear of things like this is to just be kind, be supportive, do that all from afar, do that in a safe manner. It's what they need to get well. And frankly, it's what we as a community need to stay well. Another part of being a leader sometimes means making hard decisions. And, I would just encourage people that if you see unsafe behavior in your community, stay up to date on the public health orders. And don't be afraid to report unsafe behavior when you see it, because the bottom line is that we are all in this together. If we each do a little, I'm sure that our hard work will pay off again. I know when I'm feeling stressed, sometimes it helps me a lot to kind of step back and look at the big picture. And to me, Richmond County is blessed with some of the best people you will find anywhere. They are, people who are, eager to pitch in, who are really hardworking, who are completely compassionate and full of great common sense. I think we need to keep that in mind because we're a community that takes care of each other. That's why it makes me really hopeful that in the short term, we can limit the spread of this virus during this current wave. We can hopefully have a wonderful summer together, and that overall, we can get closer to some sense of normalcy in the long term. So in the meantime, please take care of yourself, take care of each other. Support local business whenever you can, and above all, please be safe. Thank you.